With the SABA Meeting Breakout Room tool, you can facilitate small group collaboration and brainstorming, take class discussions to a more detailed level, allow for greater participation, or hold private conversations between 2 or more participants. The e-class's main room is much like a large classroom or conference room where all your participants are gathered together. Just like face-to-face gatherings, you can send your online participants to smaller rooms for group work and then bring everyone back together in the main room for a large group discussion. While in your session, click on the Breakouts button on the upper toolbar. You can either enter the number of rooms you want to create or set a minimum number of participants per room. In this example, I will create 2 rooms. By default, participants are automatically assigned to rooms. However, you can uncheck this box and assign them manually. Click Create Breakout Rooms. The automated configuration of the rooms is displayed, but participants won't actually be moved to these rooms until you click Start. You can resize or move this window at any time, and if you want to go back to the configuration options, click Configure. Each room is assigned a leader, indicated by a purple icon. Right now, the leader for room 1 is Joni. Lee is the leader for room 2. Right-click a participant's name to either move them to another room or make them the room leader, and you can do this at any time. By default, all of your breakout rooms will contain the session agenda as its content. You can, however, choose specific content from the agenda for each room individually by right-clicking on the room name in the Breakout Room window and then clicking Select Content. Then choose what you want for the room from the agenda content. You can apply the same selection to all of the breakout rooms by clicking here. Please note that a breakout room leader using a Mac computer will not be able to access selected content for the room. They only have access to the default agenda. Consider having a PC user be the room leader, or do not use the Select Content option. Once you have assigned participants to rooms and have your room agenda contents in order, you're ready to start the breakout session by clicking Start. The first thing you may notice is that all participant names just disappeared from the attendee window. If someone joins the session at this point, they will be in the main room and you will have to manually move them to a breakout room. A participant has just logged in, and we can see her name listed in the attendee window, as well as under the main room in the breakout room configuration window. To assign this participant to a breakout room, right-click on her name, select Move Participant To, and then click on a room number. Once you've started the breakout rooms, you will also notice that in the breakout room window, Inactive status has changed to In Progress, Configure is disabled, and Start has changed to Stop. Click Stop at any time to bring all of your participants back to the main room. Also, if you've been recording your session, the recording pauses while breakout rooms are in progress. Note that the microphone in the lower left-hand corner is now enabled. Click on it to broadcast to all rooms at the same time. For example, to announce time remaining in the breakout session, or make other announcements concerning all participants. You should be aware that you will not hear your participants speak back to you unless you are in the same room with them. You can, however, visit individual rooms and speak just to those participants to check on their progress or answer their questions. To do this, right-click on a room in the breakout room window and select Go to Room. Karen, the leader, is now in room 1, where Joni is the room leader and Sue is a participant. To keep track of what room you are in, check in the breakout room window here. Although on a Mac computer, the room number may be displayed above the chat window area. When you enter a room, you will retain all the leader privileges. Note that you can give or take away microphone control from participants, but not the room leader. And this is an important safeguard to avoid leaving a room leader without a microphone. Now let's have a look at what a participant experiences during a breakout room session. A breakout room leader controls the agenda and the flow of the breakout room session. Room leaders are able to hover over the attendee icon to access participant controls, or right-click on a participant's name to control their audio and app share privileges. Room leaders can open the whiteboard so that markup tools can be used to keep a record of the room discussion, and then can save a copy of the whiteboard to the agenda. Room leaders can also send chat messages to the leader and other presenters, as well as import additional slides into the agenda. It is a good idea to train or prepare participants for this role ahead of the session. For participants, the breakout room looks and functions the same as the main room. Breakout room participants can interact with the room leader, other room participants, and use the normal participant tools found in the main room. If you selected specific content for a breakout room, as was the case with Room 1, its saved whiteboard will appear just underneath that room's content in the agenda. If, however, you did not select specific content, like with Room 2, its whiteboard will save to the bottom of the main agenda. In the ribbon view, Room 1's whiteboard is located with the Room 1 content slide here, and Room 2's whiteboard is found under the Main Agenda tab here. After announcing to all participants that the breakout room session is about to end, you must then stop it manually. From the Breakout Rooms window, click Stop, and then click the Close button. You can return to the breakout rooms by clicking Breakouts again. After the breakout rooms are stopped, recording will resume and participant microphones will be disabled, so be sure to turn them back on. For more information about breakout rooms and other SABA meeting tools, visit teachonline.ca/training-opportunities.